wish to speak a word for nature, for absolute freedom. I wish to make an extreme statement, for I have met with but one or two persons in the course of my life who understood the art of walking, who had a genius, so to speak, for sauntering.
The thought of some work will run in my head and I am not where my body is. I am out of my senses. I think that I cannot preserve my health and spirits unless I spend 4 hours a day at least. And it is commonly more than that, sauntering through the woods and over the hills and fields, absolutely free from all worldly engagements. You may safely say a penny for your thoughts, or 1,000 pounds, when sometimes I am reminded of the mechanics and shopkeepers who stay in their shops. Not only all the forenoon, but all the afternoon too, sitting with crossed legs, so many of them, as if their legs were made to sit upon and not to stand or walk upon. The thought of some work will run in my head and I am not where my body is. I am out of my senses. 2 or 3 hours walking will carry me to as strange a place as I expect to see. A single farmhouse which I have not yet seen before is sometimes as good as the dominions of the King of Dagenham. But nowadays all man's improvements, so-called, such as the building of houses or the cutting down of forests or of all large trees, simply deforms the landscape, makes it more and more tame and cheap. What if some work will run in my head and I'm not where my body is? I am out of my senses. I saw a fence, half consumed with its ends lost in the middle of a prairie, and some worldly miser with a surveyor looking after his bounds, while heaven had taken place around him. And he did not see the angels going to and fro, but was looking for an old post hole in the midst of paradise.
The thought of some work will run in my head and I am not where my body is. I am out of my senses.
I walk out into nature such as the old poets and prophets. Menu, Moses, Homer, Chaucer walked. You may name it America, but it is not America. Neither Americus Vespucius, nor Columbus, nor the rest were the discoverers of it. There is a truer amount of it in mythology than in any history of America that I have seen. So I say, if you are ready to leave father and mother, and brother and sister, and wife and child and friends, and never see them again, if you have paid your debts, and made your will, and settled your affairs, and are a free man, then you are ready for a walk.